Melhuish, the owner of the Sunset Grill in the village of Blue, and with Robin, who has a job placement here at the Sunset Grill through breaking down barriers and their independent program. Bruce, can you tell us a little bit more about how you became involved as a business with this program?
Well, actually, it was breaking down barriers that approached me and said, we think we had somebody named Robin Shooter who we would like you to see if she could work in your environment. And to be completely upfront, they said we would like her to work there. They actually offered to pay part of her salary, which is neither here nor there now, but it was an interesting way for them to introduce us to her. We said, sure, we are a seasonal business. We would like to try her out as a busser. And not to take away from the rest of the interview, but the rest is kind of history because she's been with us since March, and we hired her all on her own after that little program or trial program or whatever, and she's actually one of our most well-liked employees and one of our hardest workers.
Excellent. Now, Robin, before they approached Bruce, did they tell you they were going to, how did that happen on your end?
On my end, one of the people from Big Bears called me and they say, Robin, we've got an interview for you at 3 o'clock at Sunset Grill. I will come and pick you up at that said date. And I was very excited, so the day came, I came to the interview. We came early, so we came a few minutes early to the interview, and that's how it happened, and I just couldn't believe that I got an interview, and I thought, this could be great.
Now, were you nervous or excited, or how are you feeling on that day of the interview, right before meeting Bruce?
On the interview, I gotta admit, I was nervous. I thought, okay, big giant store owner, this is not gonna be easy. So I went over my notes what I can remember, and I looked at the 5 strands that any employer is looking for.
And now, have you ever worked in a restaurant before?
No.
No. So this was a very new environment for you. And what are some of the challenges that you have in terms of working in a restaurant?
Working in a restaurant, there's one big challenge is that when it gets really busy and there's little kids, I have to look down every once in a while to make sure I don't step on them.
Right.
And also there is where the stairs, when the sun comes through the window, I do have to watch. I do have to be careful where I step around there because the sun comes right in the window and comes right to my eyes, and you gotta be careful on that.
Now, and your challenge is your sight, right? And can you share with us what exactly your challenge is with your vision?
My vision is albinism. I have 20/201 eye and something in the other eye. I'm not really sure how that works. So I am light sensitive. I have astigmatism, so my eyes are out of control most of the time. But that's about it.
Now, do you rely on other senses like touch and hearing?
Absolutely.
Right, so to compensate for, I guess, less vision ability, right? Right, wow. And so, are you nervous about serving hot coffee or anything like that?
No, I have been going through it a lot of times, and at home I did burn myself a few times, so I know hot water is never going to stop hurting you if you're not careful.
Very good.